Welcome back, everyone. It's time for Daybreak and 10 on Color 10.
That means we are on the air with you for the next 10 minutes with no commercials beginning right now. And first, let's head on over to meteorologist Elisa Raffa with our forecast first. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning. Roads are dry in Branson this morning. Skies are a little bit gray. We've got some clouds out there, some fog on the landing, and it is 72 degrees right now in Branson. We're also finding some patchy to locally dense fog, a half-a-mile visibility in Joplin, 5 miles visibility in Camdenton, and 3 miles up at Lake of the Ozarks, so watch out for that. Most of us are dry. We've got some light and spotty showers near the state line this morning with some more locally heavy rain crossing over from Bentonville into extreme southwest Missouri. We're dry in Springfield with that temperature at 72 degrees right now. At the pool today, expect clouds like yesterday with some showers and thunderstorms, temperatures in the middle 80s. You're looking at a high at 85 degrees as you fire up the grill with some of those scattered showers and storms. Like yesterday, they could drop some efficient rain rates and locally heavy rain as possible. So scattered showers and storms today with highs in the low to middle 80s. Muggy 70s tonight and another storm chance tomorrow as the pattern continues to stay unsettled. Some scattered showers and storms likely as we head through much of this week with the afternoon highs below average in the middle 80s. The overnight lows still pretty muggy in the lower 70s. A limited flood threat could come with these storms, especially if they squeeze out heavy rain over the same areas. So no severe weather is expected with these storms, but heavy rain is possible. We could be looking at 2 to 4 inches of rain by the end of the week. Joe, Jen.
A local group is working to prepare students for life after high school. Today, Nigel McDonald is with us to tell us what this organization is all about and what they're doing. Nigel, good morning to you.
Yeah, Joe, well, good morning. College planning for high school students involves much more than filling out forms and taking standardized tests, which is where Class 101 steps in to help families create a plan. And this week, the organization is offering families a free 45 to 60-minute session. Now, Lori Gossley owns Class 101 and says she encourages students to begin creating their high school resume their freshman or sophomore year.
With a freshman, I start to talk to them about just getting involved in the community, getting involved in school, in different clubs, and trying to find kind of their niche and their path in high school. Also, with a freshman or a sophomore, we start doing assessments on what their interests and aptitudes are and how that might translate into a career.
Well, as a reminder, these free sessions are taking place now until Friday, July 31st. And as always, you can visit our website at ozarksfirst.com for more information on how you can sign up.
All right, thank you, Nigel. A reminder for parents of students in Springfield Public Schools, you have to make your choice of which way to go with this fall semester coming up on Friday. Our 12 leaders need to know if you're choosing the all-virtual option or the in-class and virtual option for the fall. Those who choose the latter would attend in-person classes 2 days a week and learn virtually the other 3 from home. Days of attendance will be staggered by last name. That's designed in order to minimize class sizes. And some news from around the region for you now. A major boost for students in Arkansas without internet access heading into the upcoming school year. Governor Asa Hutchinson announced he'll be spending $10 million to help boost internet access across the state. The money will buy 20,000 Wi-Fi hotspots that students can take home for digital learning.
They won't have to sit around the bus or go to McDonald's or some other place to try to have access and do their homework.
Many rural school districts have said they're thrilled with the announcement.
A Rolla woman was killed late last night in a crash in Osage County. 29-year-old Bethany Heck was driving on US 63 when the vehicle crossed the center line, went off the road and hit a tree. Heck was pronounced dead at the scene.
And some news from around America for you. 2 officers are wounded and a suspect critically injured during a shooting in Denver, Colorado last night. The suspect is believed to be tied to several robberies in the area. The suspect began running and carjacked the vehicle and attempted to flee. Police blocked the vehicle, and that's when shots were exchanged there. The officers are in stable condition. An investigation is happening now to find out what went on right before the shooting and who fired those shots first.
A couple has been banned from Walmart after a video surfaced of them in a Minnesota store wearing face coverings with swastikas. Another Walmart customer informed the store's manager and recorded the video as she was checking out. In the video, the unidentified woman could be heard saying she is not a Nazi, but she was wearing the face covering to show people what could happen in America if they vote for Joe Biden. The couple left the store without incident and no charges were filed.
China is reporting its highest number of cases transmitted locally of the coronavirus since March. 68 new cases were reported yesterday and 64 locally transmitted, the majority of which were from one region. This is the second day in a row China has reported a high number of cases, rather.
A new study released today by the Worldwide Fund for Nature says nearly 3 billion koalas, kangaroos, and other native Australian animals were killed or displaced by bushfires in 2019 and 2020. This tripled the previous estimates. In calculations made when the fires were still blazing, ecologists put the number of affected animals at about 1 billion. The figures included animals displaced due to destroyed habitats, which then faced a lack of food and shelter, or having to move to an already occupied habitat. The fires destroyed more than 27 million acres and resulted in 34 human deaths and nearly 3,000 lost homes.
And some consumer news for you. The nation's second largest cinema chain plans to reopen some of its spots next month. Regal Cinemas announced it will reopen on August 21st. Now, the company says theaters that open their doors will enforce health and safety measures, but the company has not revealed which locations will start operating again in August. Today, we are reaching out to the Regal College Station in downtown Springfield to find out if they know if they're on the reopening list or not. We'll have that update for you later on today.
Around the Ozarks, the Branson Board of Aldermen are holding a special meeting this afternoon to continue discussing and potentially voting on a mask ordinance for Branson. This is happening at 2 p.m. inside City Hall. 2 weeks ago, the board postponed a vote on the ordinance after hearing from dozens of people during an 8-hour special meeting. The aldermen say they are not against a masking ordinance, but the one created needed a little bit more work before it could be passed. To see the proposed ordinance, you can head on over to ozarksfirst.com.
A Get Out the Vote rally will be happening in Springfield later today, hosted by Missouri Faith Voices. A big topic is trying to bring awareness to its Medicaid expansion, which is an amendment proposal on the next week's ballot. Clergy and the community members will share stories about Medicaid for you. This is, again, happening from 11:15 to 1 o'clock at the Brentwood Christian Church. You can get out there today. Now, Elisa, if they're out moving there, is rain something they got to watch out for? It's right at about 11:15 noonish.
Yeah, you'll have some scattered showers and storms out there by this afternoon. 85 degrees, so at least some relief from the heat.
All right, Elisa, thanks. So thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. We'll see you again on midday.